run. How much did you not just need a win tonight, but a statement win as well?
Oh, listen, I don't know if it's a statement, but obviously it's a win and something to build on, and on to the next.
Sense of relief though amongst you all?
Listen, we in the football, at least I'm in the football business for quite a while, so I don't think there's relief, but obviously we were all disappointed with losing games, and obviously it was a positive that it didn't happen, at least in my time. I think losing 4 in a row. So obviously that's something you have to then deal with as a group. Stick together, block the outside noise, and keep working. And today we won. That's it. We got 3 points on the board, and now we recover and have to be ready for Brentford.
Don't often see the two centre-halves scoring in the same match. Talk us through both of those goals, because they were almost a carbon copy of each other.
I think I had my goal obviously was in front of the goalie. I think Ibu was a powerful header. I think the last time we did it, I think, was in Milan, I think. So good that we could be important in scoring goals and securing the win, of course.
If there's one small negative from tonight, another goal conceded, how frustrating is that not to keep a clean sheet?
Yeah, listen, we try to keep clean sheets, and you keep working so hard. And in football, obviously, you can concede goals. Unfortunately, today it happened, but it's about how you react. And in the end, it's about winning games, improving, and every day try to be better than the day before. And it sounds maybe cliche, but that's the only thing what we have in our mind, and we should have in our minds. And don't, like I said, don't get dragged into all the negative things that's going around at the moment. We want to perform, we want to improve, and that's the aim we have.
How difficult is it to block the noise out though when it's all going on?
Well, for me it's quite easy, but I'm obviously quite longer in the business than others. But obviously that's definitely a message that we have. You know, the only way that you can play your game in the best way possible is to focus on the task, and that's perform as a team. Because that's the only way you can win games. Obviously, we have the individual quality, otherwise you won't play for Liverpool. We have to do it together in order to be successful, and keep going, and don't get dragged into all that stuff.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't get dragged into all those pundits talking about the game or
anything like that. It's all like internet nonsense.
Was it easy for you two to block out the noise?
Yeah, it was for me.
Yeah.
Was it?
What about you?
Yeah, same. I didn't listen to any of it. I mean, I know it's ironic because we're sitting here covering the game, but I think when you have issues as a team and it's gone difficult, you need to block out all the outside noise, and there is a lot of noise. In the dressing room, you know what's happened, the manager knows, the players know, and you fix it. When you listen to everybody else's opinion, you know, there's too many opinions, and it can make a mess.
And before the game, we haven't been overly critical about Liverpool at all, have we? I think you've been quite measured in how you should respond to it. And when you play 600-700 games like we have, you're always going to go through peaks and troughs. When you win trophies, people go overboard, and when you lose a couple of games or lose a semi-final, people go overboard. So it's just about keeping the medium, and you always know that a couple of days later you've got another game to try and prove people wrong, and that's what Liverpool have done tonight, and so they should do.
They did need a response though, and that must be satisfying for them to get it, and also to get 5 different goal scorers too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it started from actually just defending properly. You know, a couple of the goals came actually defending a little bit deeper and then in transition. You know, I think if they defend well, they will be absolutely fine. You know, they have so many wonderful attacking players. So I think even Virgil will know that. He'll probably say, get people a little bit closer to me. Let's defend properly and let the boys at the top of the pitch win games.
Maka, let's rejoin the game when they're already 1-0 down and they needed somebody to give them a little bit of a spark, and it was Ekitike.
Yeah, and we mentioned him before the game because he's been a real bright spark in Liverpool's attack since he joined the club. And his goal was really nice. The first touch was excellent. This one across Robin Koch. He has to pull himself up. And then his awareness to slow himself down, have a look at the goalkeeper. Doesn't rush at all. Everything is cool and calm in his mind. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Look at the goalkeeper, slows down, gets Liverpool back in the game. And he has to play now, doesn't he? I mean, I don't know whether Alexander Isak has got an injury. That'll come out in the next couple of hours, but he's a starter all the time. He's really
he's their best player.
Yeah, he's their best forward, isn't he?
With the two of them starting tonight, if it was a dress rehearsal, not so much a dress rehearsal. If it was a competition or an audition, then Ekitike is very much one hands down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think not only that, I think there were at times today he played almost as a 10 and he dropped and he received the ball. He can turn. He's a beautiful football player. I think obviously size, technically, and it looks like he can kind of embrace the pressure of what it's like to play for a massive football club like Liverpool. So he has to be a guaranteed starter at the moment.
So what now for Isak? It's very, very early days still, and there are so many games. Will it do anything to his confidence of coming off at half-time and this tonight?
It will if it's just a sheer choice. You're not playing well enough and get off, but I'd be very surprised if it's not an injury or some sort of precaution, because to bring somebody off after 45 minutes when you're 3-1 up, when he wants to play more minutes to get his fitness levels to such an extent, I'd be very surprised if it wasn't something else. And if it is something else, then Arne Slot has got an easy decision to make now against Brentford, because you really play Gakpo, Ekitike and Mo Salah, because Isak's struggling and Chiesa probably needs more minutes. So it may spare him a chance of dropping one of the four forwards. But again, we'll wait and see when we finally get to know what's wrong with Alexander Isak.
Okay, well, we're going to get some reaction with the other striker. Ekitike is now speaking with Jules Breach. Let's go over to Hugo and her now.
Hugo, you lit this stadium up so many times as a Frankfurt player. What was it like to score here as a Liverpool player so soon after you left?
You know, I had to. It was a great feeling. Obviously, it was something special today for me to come back. I would say at home. You know, I know everybody's here, so it was a special game for me. And obviously, win, that was important, and score my first goal also in Champions League. I'm really happy.
When you're one-on-one like that with only the keeper to beat, talk us through what you're thinking.
I just keep it cool, calm, you know. I do what I can do. I knew he will come and he will open the legs, so I tried just to put between the legs, and that worked. So yeah, that was good.
You didn't celebrate. How much do you owe it to this club for the player that you are today?
I have so much respect for them. They made the player I am right now. I wouldn't be here if I didn't came to Frankfurt. Yeah, I just can be respectful and grateful for what they gave to me, and keep what I learned there and the value they gave me with me all the time in the future.
It was your first time starting a game with Alexander Isak. How did you find it?
I think that was good. Obviously, it was not the best half time together, but I think we can improve together. You know, it's a very good player, and I know in time we need to work together and find a good association, and I think the links will come and then it will work.
Of all of Liverpool's new signings in this summer, you seem to have settled in so quickly. Why do you think that is?
I think because obviously in my brain I feel good at first. I have very good teammates, good staff. I love my life there. So I said a word, and I just hope I'm gonna keep going because it's consistency in football. But yeah, I feel really good, and yeah, they just helped me. I think that's why I'm calm and I'm just doing my thing.
Well played.
Thank you.
He's got quite a brilliant attitude, really, hasn't he? Very calm, very chilled. Here's his touch map. What did you make of his performance overall?
Didn't have to do much to defend him, did he, Maka?
No.
The thing is, he is everywhere, and I think normally you think about, you know, a Targum and a Gyökeres or those types, Haaland. This guy is a pure player. He's a beautiful football player. This is ridiculous, by the way. The pace that he has, and not only that, this second one, this touch I think is amazing. He said he knew the goalkeeper would open his legs. I didn't know that. He didn't even know him. He just signed this summer.
Yeah, he's probably just said that in his interview, I think, mate.
No,
That's all it was. Oh yeah, but it was nice. And goalkeeper comes flying out. Has a look at the goalkeeper to see where his body is and how he's positioned, and gets his goal.
He has a confidence which I think is unique, actually. You know, I don't think you can really teach that. He carries himself with, I think Fletch said it in commentary, he has an elegance to the way he plays.
Does, yeah.
And I think he's got something special, I think, about him. You know, obviously he's a fantastic player, but like you said, he's calm.
He's got real good body shape on him. When you see him running with the ball, he moves his shoulders really well, and he drifts left and right. He just looks like a real natural runner. and he's very skillful as well. And of course, coupled with the goals he's going to score plenty if he stays fit.
Let's talk about Mo Salah, guys, and whether or not it's too early to talk about any kind of changing of the guard yet, because this could also just be a little bit of a momentary blip for Mo Salah. To see that he has had over his career, especially at Liverpool, has been incredible.
Yeah, one of the best, and he deserves. You know, maybe he's had a little rest today, but that won't last very long. He'll be back in on the weekend. The season that he had